Welcome back to our Bluesy Water channel. Today I want to do a part 2 video on treating the neck. This video is going to focus on systemically, cellularly. We're going to do a quick review of the first video, and then we're going to get into these cellular therapies. Okay, so we're going to do a quick review right now.
Okay, so I just want to give a quick overview of our first video. We go over the neck traction pillow, and we show you how to use it. And then we show you the vibration machine, the dual motor vibration machine. And we're going to incorporate the neck traction pillow with the vibration machine, which I'll show right here. Okay, so we're standing on the vibration machine with the neck traction pillow and holding the arm straps. In a nutshell, the vibration machine helps to release. It moves literally every cell in the body. It's a basically G-force, rapid G-force shift. So it helps with while you're tractioning to get further unwinding of the neck, and then when you're holding the arm straps, it goes straight up into the neck. So this is a great adjunct therapy to help get further release of nerve impingement and especially any radiating pain going down the arms. So then we move on to showing this rapid release tool, which you can use for many, many purposes. This is a very powerful 10,000 RPM tool I use in my bodywork practice, and you can work all the fascia, all the organs. You can work, use this for meridian work, fascial work, lymph work, detox. It's literally pumping every cell in the body, and it helps with it. Our detox program, you can look at our playlist. So this is a phenomenal tool. So you can follow up after using the traction pillow, work all the neck muscles, the shoulder, the arms, the entire body. Alrighty, and now you can see I'm working sort of in the lymph and also the scaling muscles. And then finally, last part is hanging upside down on an inversion table with the traction pillow around my neck. So hanging upside down on an inversion table is tractioning, and we go over some of the do's and the don'ts of inversion therapy. In this entire video, we are constantly giving you warnings about being careful and how to proceed. So please watch the video. But anyhow, here you're combining a traction pillow with inversion traction therapy. So when you're hanging, you're inverting, you're tractioning, and then you can start to pump up the pillow and add additional traction force. Obviously, be very careful, and please watch the video for all the warnings. And then at the end, we just go over, give a summary of all these therapies and a bit of some closing good information that's worth listening to. So please check out this video. This is really, really killer therapies, and then we're going to move on now to the cellular therapies. Thank you.
Alrighty, so now let's move on to the cellular therapies. The first therapy I want to talk about is called molecular hydrogen therapy. It incorporates both breathing the gas, drinking the water, and in this case, we're going to show you a simple spot application of this therapy. We're also going to right now show you a playlist, and I'm going to show you what videos to watch to acclimate, to familiarize yourself with the benefits of this therapy. Okay, so this is our playlist. First of all, there's an overview video that goes through the playlist and helps kind of give you a tour. So the key video you want to focus on here is interview George Wiseman and Andrew Scheim, Hydrogen Therapy for Sports Injury Clinic. Also read the description below. It'll give you a whole comprehensive therapeutic approach for any sports injuries, sports recovery, any athlete, professional athlete, home athlete. Very important video to watch. This is an incredible systemic cellular healing therapy. The hydrogen molecule has the ability to permeate down to the RNA and DNA of every cell in the body. It is a tiny, tiny molecule that goes through steel, and that's key. So if you have a very inflamed, injured area, this will literally go through and reach every cell. There are very few therapies that have the ability, regardless of condition, to permeate the entire body. This is one. The second one, which we're going to talk about, is pulsed electromagnetic frequency therapy. Okay, real quick, this is the Applicator AC50. This produces hydrogen gas. It bubbles through that water bottle right there. And if you attach a cannula, you breathe the gas. But in this case, we have what's called a spot applicator. So it's bubbling the gas to this applicator, and simply what you do is apply it to whatever area you want. Now let's say you're treating your whole leg, you can actually just put a big long bag over your leg, tie it down, and stick the tubing in. And then you would flood your whole leg with gas. So this is a localized applicator, really good for cervical vertebrae. And simply put, you would just apply it to the back of your neck. And I'll show you real quick. So you take it and just go like that and hold it down, make sure it makes a good seal. And you do about 2, 3, 4 minutes of vertebra. Move it around, you might cover 3 or 4, 5 vertebrae with the applicator, maybe 2 or 3. Anyhow, you can do it anywhere from 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever you want. If you have time, you're watching TV, hold it there for 10, 15, 20 minutes and move it. And just let it infuse everything. The longer you do this therapy, the better the benefit. The number one way to do this therapy is to breathe the gas. It's also imperative, and here's the video here, that you try to drink 2 quarts of the water a day. This does incredible reformation on the colon and builds back a vital, healthy gut microbiome. And please watch this video. Please watch all the videos in this playlist if you can, or watch the first one that gives a kind of guided tour. We're going to move on to Pemf Therapy. We have a playlist for that. This also has the ability to literally reach every cell in the body. Okay, so this is the controller. You have 2 banks that you can essentially, you can run one to this pillow applicator, which is the heavy duty applicator. If you have an injury, this is what you want to use on the injury. It has 8 pounds of pure copper, and the Gauss potential on this is 100 Gauss. I've worked with clients with broken bones, worked on Achilles injuries. This magnetic field will go right through you, and whatever frequency you set will stay consistent going down to the core of your body. This field will actually go out hundreds of yards from the pillow applicator. Just want to demonstrate real quick with it, kind of using some magnetic testers, what the field is like. So this is a little magnet in the cup, and I have this turned on. Set at 100%. Now you have a frequency range on this system between 0.1 hertz, literally 0.1 to 15,000 hertz. There's various programs. We have many videos on PMF explaining how it works. But essentially, it's magnetically pumping every cell. It increases oxygen to the cell, breaks up the inflammation, breaks up the red blood cells, declumps the red blood cells, gets rid of toxins. I call it a microcellular pump. When you infuse the cells with hydrogen and then pump the cells, the healing time increases radically. 7.83, by the way, is a very healing, cellular healing frequency. Very kind of universal. Here's another checker. It's a magnet. And you can see it moving. It's another magnet. And that's kind of, literally, if you had it in your hand and felt it, you can feel the agitation of the field. Now, this will go right through you and get, as we said, reach every cell in the body. This is electricity going through copper, and we have several videos recommending using a grounding mat or a grounding sheet, especially if you can do it for all night long. to basically discharge any excess energy that this therapy builds up in the body. It can build a sort of static excess energy in the body. People talk about electrosmog, and you can read stuff on PMF and get very confused. Simply by doing a simple grounding mat or grounding sheet, and we can put links below on those videos, you offset that problem, and you now can actually increase the field strength with not having those issues. So it's important to have a very clear, clean field strength. Now, the grounding is a very simple way to balance this therapy, and then the hydrogen therapy is an incredible way to balance this therapy. This is a fire therapy. It's electricity going through copper. When you use hydrogen, it's a water therapy. We have videos on that. We'll post a few links below. There's a mat that goes with the system. And, this is the whole system, the controller, the mat, and the pillow. Here's a picture of somebody lying using the mat. This is the mat extended. There's the pillow. Let's say you did have an Achilles injury. You could put the pillow like that. And there's a different color. The mat is extended. So you can put this under a grounding sheet on your bed, and then you'll balance the therapy out. Once again, we'll put links to these various videos that tell you how to do the combination. The best combination, if you're doing this all night long, is to use the mat. You can use the pillow for an hour, let's say, for whatever purposes. Let's say you're having trouble sleeping, you put it behind your head or under your head. It'll entrain your brain to deeply relax. But the mat itself, most people could just sleep on the mat, and that would set it to a nice sleep frequency and just keep it running all night long. You can vary the intensity of the field, and then once again, the best balancing therapy we know is to use the PMF with the grounding and use the hydrogen, all three. We'll post those video links so you understand why we're recommending that. Okay, so just to review, please watch the first video for the structural therapies, and then include these two systemic cellular therapies, the hydrogen, the PMF. There are additional protocols nutritionally you can do, but if you do these therapies long term, if the cells are that deeply engaged and you get the permeability of the hydrogen and the pumping of every cell with the PMF, you're going to start to receive way more nutrition from your food. The cells will be way more receptive. There's a person once said, we're not what we eat, we're what we absorb. That was an interesting statement, and that is true. And there's a term in Chinese medicine called qi stagnation. It literally means, like, if you have a mountain stream and you had 20 boulders thrown into the stream and it blocked the flow of the energy, that is what the trouble is with most of us. We have blocked energy. Literally, the nutrients can't get through, oxygen can't get through. We have many videos talking about this concept. I call it the grip of death, but a blockage of energy flow. In Western medicine, it might be microcirculation, nerve flow, etc. This is a global term in Chinese medicine to indicate a global constriction of flow of energy. So when the cells no longer can receive what they need, it's important to reactivate the cells, to heal the cells, to open up the pathways in the body. So in addition to doing this cellular therapy, we showed you the vibration machine in the last video. That's a great way to generally start breaking down blockage and pathways from a mechanical therapeutic point of view. The PEMF is using electricity and an electromagnetic field. It is a different approach. People use saunas to try to open up circulation, but please look also at our trauma release program, because it explains this concept of how we are creating a constriction, a global constriction, in many ways due to our consciousness, trauma, memories. It's important to understand the limbic nervous system, and literally, as people would say, how to let go. Alrighty, any questions, please contact me, Andrew@blueseawater.com. Thank you.